All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are here back again doing another stream. I wanted to take 24 hours off. I was feeling it actually, covering all of that Lukaku situation. It was quite mad for a few days, so good to take 24 hours off, rest up a little bit. But we're back and we're buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of news floating around, but not much activity is happening. I don't know about the Chelsea board. I've been making a lot of funny tweets on Twitter, of course. And I don't understand. I mean, we're on 7th of January now. We're in 7th of January. For me, 7th of January is about to finish in about 40 minutes or so. So, we're going to be on 8th of January. I'm not really sure whether we're going to have, for the Spurs second leg, a particular wing back. We need wing backs. Let's be honest. We need wing backs. We don't have wing backs. And even if we want to continue playing with the four at the back that we've done, the madness that we did against Spurs in the first leg in the Carabao Cup, we still need fullbacks. Whether it's wing backs, whether it's fullbacks, Alonso and Azpilicueta cannot play match after match after match. And on top of that, that's not fair on Thomas Tuchel. It will not give him the best out of the team. It won't give him the best out of what he wants to achieve with this system. So whether we want wingbacks, whether we want fullbacks for the 4-2-2-2-2 situation, we need some pace. We need some pace. Do you know what I mean? And I don't understand. The Chelsea board, they must be sleeping. They must be having a mad snooze fest. Someone please go out there and wake them up. Wake them up. It's almost as if the Chelsea board sees that Thomas Tuchel's quite smart. Like, he's very flexible in order to find solution. They're thinking, oh, wait a minute. Why do we need wing backs? I mean, Tuchel's playing with Callum Hudson-Odoi in right wing back. He's playing with Pulisic in right wing back. We even saw Pulisic as right back against Spurs for a moment when Aspi came off. God forbid if Aspi gets injured, then we are in deep trouble. I don't know whether he's injured. Thomas Tuchel did say post-match it's cramps. If he gets injured, then we're done. You're going to have to start seeing Christian Pulisic playing right back. Chalobah's still injured as well. I don't understand, why are you making Thomas Tuchel play these matches without... Get a loan. God damn it. Get something done. We're going to talk about Dujon Sterling. Dujon Sterling is someone that Chelsea is not looking to recall. Of course, the news we want to talk about is Sergino Dest. And I want to hear from each and every one of you guys how you feel about that. I personally, I've not watched too much of Barcelona. I've not watched too much of Sergino Dest. But in all honesty, it's not the greatest one out there. It's a cheap option, no doubt about that. But Barcelona seems like they don't want this player. They've got Dani Alves now. Dani Alves, God knows how old he is, like close to 50 maybe. They rather prefer Dani Alves. They think Sergino Dest is surplus to requirements. They've got this other brother, Aroha, something like that. He's been playing mostly. Sergino Dest has been injured. That's why in recent times he hasn't played. But Aroha is now playing more. We'll have a look very soon. But yeah, Barcelona's quite okay to let this guy go. But I think Sergino Dest doesn't want to leave as well. So that's the other factor. But before we get into all of that, nearly 60 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button immediately. Immediately smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We are at 9.4K subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all the support you guys always show me. 10K is just around the corner. 10K is just around, and I think 10K is such a good milestone, man. Seriously, it's all the hard work and all the support you guys are giving me. Honestly, it's paying off. So please make sure you subscribe. But before we get into the topics itself, look at the socials, get to see your comments. I want to give a shout out to each and every one of you guys. I think I always like doing this. I appreciate the fact that you guys take the time out to come here and tune in and participate in the conversation. So I'll take this moment to shout you guys out. Sai Krishna, really good to see you. Hey Miz, where will Dest play? Right wing back or left wing back? I don't understand. He can play either. Preference is right wing back. That's the preference. But he can play left as well. So, but the preference is right. We want to get someone for the left side. Jacques Joubert, CFC versus CFC tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk about. We'll actually do another stream. PYS will join us for that stream. Perhaps post the press conference. Press conference is in about an hour's time, hour and a half's time. So we'll do another stream for the preview of the FA Cup game. It's going to be very interesting because, yeah, God knows what the lineup's going to be. There's a lot of youngsters. I've got no idea who they are, to be honest. Harvey Vell is one we gotta look out for sure. But we'll talk about that. Karthik, really good to see you. Ms. Dest is decent, not good enough, but I think only loan is good. Yeah, Karthik, you're right. I'm not sure whether Barcelona will entertain a loan, though, because Dest is not someone I don't think they're paying a lot of wages for. I think they just want to get rid of him and get some money. And it's a cheap option. It's somewhere around 16 million to about 20 million in that price range, whether it's euros, pounds. I think it's euros, 16 to 20 million euros, something around there. So, yeah, it's a cheap option. Kartik Sharma, really good to see you. Tuma CL, big up Miz, good to see you, my man. Miz doing a Matisse and running late. Sorry, I was only a couple of minutes late. I wasn't that late. Mohammed Dek Abdi, really good to see you, bro. What is happening to Chelsea transfer? No movements. The board is having a snooze. I don't even know if the board actually are aware that we're in January and the transfer window is open. The board's acting like it's all good. The team is fine. There's a lot of solution. It's as if they don't know that Chilwell is injured for the season and Reece James is out for at least 2 months, if not 3. So, yeah. And then we have Chalobah injured as well, Christensen injured as well. So it's not like we've got a lot of options that's lying around. You get another injury in the back line. Now with the, testing positive situation for Thiago Silva, we are slim in the back line as well. We need some help. Lee, good to see you. Chelsea are most likely moving silently. You know how we do. Look, man, honestly, I'm over the whole silent business. I'm just over it. Like, we moved silently in the summer and we only got Lukaku and Saul right at the end, when really we should have helped out with the midfield situation as well. And Thomas Tuchel was asking for wing backs and we didn't get him wing backs, which is not a nice one bit. Ahmed Fayaz, good to see you. Assalamu alaikum, Miz. Fayaz from Hong Kong, work, but it's always the other side of the coin. Keep up the great work, my bruv. Really, really good to see you, my man. Wa alaikum assalam to you, Ahmed. And Jummah Mubarak to all the Muslims out there. Jummah Mubarak to you as well. Good to see you guys tuning in. Reece James, Kingdom. Our board is dirty. It's not fair on Thomas Tuchel. Should be backed like how the board backed Lampard. 100%. I mean, what are we waiting for? Okay, fine. We've got the FA Cup game. Forget about that. Hopefully the youngsters can do the job there. But the Spurs second leg, let's give Thomas Tuchel something. If we go to Man City next weekend without a solution, that's unacceptable. That really is. The board knows the issues. Why are they acting like they don't know what's going on? CFC Stephen, really good to see you. And we still haven't signed anyone. This club is always so slow. And on top of that, all the contract extension as well. What's going on the board? I mean, do some... Okay, fine. You've got Thiago Silva, which is a big one. Tikma. But find a solution for Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Christensen. Find it. If you're not going to find solutions, to help Thomas Tuchel out in terms of getting new inclusions, at least do something in regards to the contract extension. You're not doing it on both fronts. Contract extensions are hanging about and new players are not coming around. So it's not fair on Thomas Tuchel one bit. SB Tyrese, good to see you, my man. Chelsea eyeing, looking into, interested. I told you the other day, there's a lot of process. We're going to have to go through. Okay, good to see you. We need Dusan as striker. He ready to come to Chelsea. Dusan Serbia striker better than Lukaku. Bro, Dusan Vlahovic, his stocks are rising. I'm not going to lie. His stocks are absolutely rising. Miz, take a look at Absolute Chelsea's tweet. Seems like there will be a massive pandemic outbreak incoming. Yeah, man. I mean, let's have a look. Is that like a recent one that's out? Recent tweet? Chesterfield travel combined training session. Yeah, fair enough. I can't see anything, but yeah, I can understand what you mean. Aloisi, good to see you, my man. Guyavan, good to see you. I hope I pronounced that right. Tio Hernandez, Miss, can you still give your opinion on the transfer in Sergino Dest, but got to pay the fee? Theo Hernandez ain't happening in January, man. That's a summer sort of situation. AC Milan's not going to get rid of Theo Hernandez in January. He's a main player for them. He starts. He's going to be expensive as well. It ain't going to be cheap. It ain't happening in January. There's no doubt about that. Dest, we're going to get into very soon, so stay tuned for that. Adlib, really good to see you. And Animesh, good to see you. Denny, good to see you. Aloisi, my man. Jandre, good to see you. Najib, good to see you. Ibrahim, my man, is he always? I love it. Salam, Miz. Wa alaikum assalam, my brother. Obi, is he? Adam, is he? Miz, thoughts on Frankie de Jong? Yeah, very good player. Very, very good player. But once again, I think he has been put on transfer market. He's been listed in the transfer market by Barcelona. They're paying a lot of money for him. So I don't know if that's going to be cheap. And I'm a bit weary about these sort of players, man. These, even Sergino Dest and like these ex-Ajax kind of players. I'm a bit weary about these sort of players, man. Look at Van der Beek and Man United. I'd rather go for someone like, you know, your Shermanis in midfield and you know, Conor Gallagher and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather look at that. Jude Bellingham, maybe even from Dortmund. Mohamed Dek Abdi, really good to see you. Prashant, good to see him. He's just joined. What did I miss? You haven't missed anything. We're going to get into it very, very soon. Marvo, my man, good to see you. Bored on holidays, mate. Bored. My God, 7th January. Still chilling out. Anirudh, really good to see you. Miko, good to see you, my man. You don't know that Marina isn't doing her best, man, as if they are sitting on their hands. I know. It's just a bit of banter. Look, I'm sure they're probably doing something, but I wish they moved quicker. This seems to be the issue. Our board doesn't seem to move quick. And that's quite annoying for me. Anirudh, hey, Miz, watching from Middle East. Stay safe. Good to see you, Anirudh, from Middle East. I'm going to be going to Abu Dhabi and Dubai for the Club World Cup. So that's going to be quite exciting. Middle East. I love Middle East, man, honestly. Kartik, good to see you, my man. PYS, my man is here. PYS, Chesterfield are bringing 235 academy players to Cop. Wow. I think I saw that. That particular news. Let me just check that out. Something about the academy. Yeah, a group of 235 players and 30 coaches will be traveling to London for what will be groundbreaking connectivity event for the Chesterfield Academy. Wow. It's like a celebrity situation, you know, coming to Chelsea, they see all these superstars. I can understand. Alteza, good to see you, my man. Clicks, good to see you. Marvo, Miss, someone in the press conference today needs to ask Thomas Tuchel about transfers this month. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably won't. They probably still keep talking about Romelu Lukaku and unnecessary stuff. They won't even ask who's available and what not. Purna, good to see you. What's up, Miss? Clement, good to see you. Henry, good to see you. My man Jansen is he. Man, really, really good to see a lot of you guys. It's been amazing, honestly. All right, let's get straight into this. We're going to get into the nitty gritty. It's time we talk about some serious business. 100 of you guys are live after 15 minutes. I suggest, first of all, smash the like button. That's what I suggest. Number one. Let's get that done. Get those likes up to 100 straight away. And then after that, please make sure if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification. As I said, my man PYS is in the live chat. He's going to be joining me after the press conference for the preview. So you're going to get a lot of content. Make sure you smash the like button and you hit the bell notification. Let's try and get to 100 likes immediately. So let's have a look at the Sergino Dest situation, ladies and gentlemen. This is the news that's been going around a little bit, and we want to try and understand this. Whether we want this player or not, we'll decide once we sort of look into the whole scenario. But first, let's try and do the research. Let's try and do the homework on this particular player. And I want to hear from you guys who've actually watched Sergino Dest on a regular basis, what your thoughts are. So need to understand how you all feel. Okay. This is from Absolute Chelsea. Chelsea have inquired about how much Barcelona defender Sergino Dest would cost. He remains an option for the Blues. Nathan G. Singh, who's CFC news page from Instagram. So, yeah, he knows his stuff. So Chelsea have inquired about how much Barcelona defender Sergino Dest would cost. So that's interesting. Chelsea target Sergino Dest is no longer an essential player at Barcelona and will have the last word on a potential departure. The Blues must make an exorbitant. What does that even mean? Exorbitant. I don't even know if I've ever heard that word. Let's check that out. Exorbitant. Unreasonably high. Gotta love Google. Just find out everything. Of a piece of amount charged, unreasonably high, exorbitant offer. Okay, the Blues must make an exorbitant offer if they wish to sign him in the January. Look at this. Sergino Dest is no longer an essential player at Barcelona and will have the last words on a potential departure. He's no longer an essential player for Barcelona. Why? Why isn't he an essential player? Dani Alves apparently has been registered. I want to bring something up. So are they going to be playing with Dani Alves? Potentially they're going to be playing with Dani Alves. And as I said, they were playing with that Araujo particular player, but let's just have a quick look over here. Yeah, this guy. Araujo's time off isn't expected to be much. I think he's got an injury. But this is the guy that plays right back for them recently. And also in recent times, they've now been able to register Dani Alves. Give me 1 second. Philip Coutinho to Aston Villa. That's another big one. Barcelona, this is the thing. They're in the mud. They're trying to get rid of players and they're trying to lower their wage bill. So that's why there could be an opportunity for Sergino Dest to be snapped up by us. Obviously, as you can see, Philip Coutinho to Aston Villa. And I think Aston Villa is covering 65% of his wages. So, yeah, this isn't too far-fetched, the whole Sergino Dest. Whether we do it or not, that's a different story. But the situation is not too far-fetched. I'm just trying to find out where the Dani Alves situation is. I'll just type Dani Alves. Yeah, Dani Alves is back Jan 5. Yeah, there you go. Like, he's been done. So he's registered now. And he's potentially going to start for Xavi. He's potentially going to start. So Sergino Dest is now surplus to requirements. He's surplus to requirements. All right, let's have a look at the next bit. So then what I did, Rashad Rahman, who's, by the way, has got the same last name as me. Rashad Rahman posted something, and then I replied into that particular post saying, anything on Sergino Dest, Chelsea fan, by the way. And this is what Rashad Rahman had to say to me literally a few hours ago. A player Barca would be open to selling this month, provided a good offer shows up. Does seem to me that Chelsea are eyeing this situation, but doubt there's anything more than that at this stage. Also, many reports that the player isn't considering on leaving for now. So the player is not really considering to leave right now. But if there's potentially a big offer, something could happen. Sergino Dest is Tuchel's number one target this window, and Chelsea are willing to pay his full fee, reportedly £16.7 million this month. Sports via Daily Mail. I'm not really sure how much of a reliable, like in terms of transfer sources, is Daily Mail, to be honest. Number one target for Chelsea, Sergino Dest is number one target. I don't know if I completely believe that, but it's a cheap option. I mean, is that going to be enough? Is that actually going to be enough? Is that a exorbitant offer for Barcelona? Is 16.7 million? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think? 16.7 million, is that worth getting someone like Dest? We'll get into the socials and see what everyone else are saying. But now I want to catch some of your comments. Let me know if you think this particular price, 16.7, is worth for Sergino Dest. This is an exorbitant offer from Barcelona that they're looking for. Just quickly, to give you guys some context, Sergino Dest is 21. He's only 21. So there's a lot of improvements that you can have on this particular player. He's young. He's very young. United States citizenship, so you know the US fan base is going to be buzzing. If you see the buzz that we have for Christian Pulisic, my days, when you get another United States player, yeah, we are now United States FC, and it's going to be massive. So that could be another upside that Chelsea might look to, gain that fan base from there. He's also a Dutch background as well, so that's interesting. Obviously, he's played in Ajax, and we're going to look into all of that. As you can see, he's a right-sided player, has played on the left side, can play as a right winger as well, predominantly right back. But now, let's check out your comments, and then we're going to get back to the socials. We'll talk about Dujon Sterling as well. Meanwhile, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We've got over 140 people live right now. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 100 straight away. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Okay, let's check out some comments here. You guys have been buzzing. Mazraoui, wow, that once again, these Ajax players worry me, but Mazraoui is fantastic. There's no doubt about that. Okay, let's look at this. Remains an ENQUIRED FC. Big up PYS. I mean, what is your YouTube revenue? Please tell. Come on, Amir, bro. This is not something that people just divulge publicly. With a lot of money in the bank, not hearing about no cash crap. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, are you Indian? No, my background's from Bangladesh, and I've lived in Australia for almost pretty much all my life, to be honest. CFC Stephen, big up PYS. Pruna, I'm going to be watching the Club World Cup. I hope that Chelsea get to the final and win it 100%. I'm going there, so I can't wait to bring out all the content from there live for you guys. It's going to be amazing. ENQUIRED FC remains an option. Do we need a creative 10 winger this summer? We'll leave the summer situation. Let's talk about January now. Jacques, Miz, a bit of trivia regarding tomorrow's game. It will be the first time since 1950 that Chelsea and Chesterfield play each other. Wow, nice. I mean, Chesterfield, they're apparently a Conference League team, so quite interesting. I don't think the Chelsea board will sign him until the last week of the transfer window, man. Chelsea, if they keep doing this on the last day, what's the point? We've got some big games coming up in January, and we're going to sign someone on the 31st of January. We need soldiers immediately. We need them right away. All Chelsea players are good. The problem have been the system. Come on, Danny, are you serious? A lot it means. Henry, is Dest a player suggested by Tuchel or the board? If he is right profile, Tuchel wants, then can't argue. Look, I don't know. To be honest, I don't. This is the thing. It's always a guessing thing whether they are a Tuchel signing. I'm sure the board sits down with Thomas Tuchel and provides options, and then they talk it out. I'm pretty certain that the board just doesn't go out there and pluck someone out and they goes, here you go, Thomas Tuchel, that's your player. I'm pretty sure they will consult. And ultimately, Thomas Tuchel will have a say whether he wants the player or not. So yeah, even when we talk about Lukaku, was he a Thomas Tuchel signing? At the end of the day, Thomas Tuchel would have known. I mean, £100 million. Thomas Tuchel definitely knows what was happening in the backgrounds and whatnot. They would have consulted with Thomas Tuchel. So at the end of the day, it's a collective decision. I don't think it's solely on Thomas Tuchel, and definitely not solely on the board. Peter Cech probably will have something to say, being the sporting director. Shriram V, Sergino Dest, aka Stephen Curry of Soccer Miz. How come you doubt him? Imagine LeBron James and Stephen Curry at Chelsea. Oh my God, these Americans. I don't know. Shriram, do you live in America? Let me know if you're an American citizen as well. But I'm pretty sure they're American citizens. They will big him up big time. If he's no longer an essential player, why should we pay huge amount for him? Exactly. That's a very good point. Barcelona's coming out and saying, this is a player that we don't want, but we want an exorbitant, I need to keep saying this word, exorbitant offer. We want a big offer. How can you want a big offer when you don't want this player? You're literally coming out and saying that this player is surplus to requirements. You can't have the best of two worlds. You're going to say he's surplus to requirements, but you want a big offer as well. You'd want to get rid of if they're surplus to requirements, right? So yeah, let's let's check in on that. All right, let's have a look what else you guys are saying. Makes no sense. Barca wanting a high amount of money for him if he is an essential player. Exactly. It does not make sense. They can't register Ferran Torres. Yeah, they're struggling to register Ferran Torres as well. So they're in the mud. Barcelona's in the mud. And I can understand why they're putting so many players in the transfer window. Sergino Dest is one of many that they've put in the transfer window. I think Frankie de Jong is in the transfer window as well. They've listed him there. Yunus recently mentioned Yusuf Attal from Nice would be a good option. What has happened to Yusuf Attal, ladies and gentlemen? I don't hear anything about Yusuf Attal. He was the big thing maybe a couple of seasons ago. I think then he had the injury and then sort of disappeared. I don't know what's going on with Yusuf Attal anymore. Gayuvan, thank you so much for the comment. Sergino Dest is a bit technically good on the ball and has quick feet, good decent pace, has good enough delivery, but defensively he's a bit suspect, but there can be improvement with Tommy T. Yeah, look, as I said, I've not watched too much of Sergino Dest. I've seen some YouTube clips, as like everyone else does, goes out there and watches some YouTube clips, and he's got pace, he's got speed, good cutbacks, okay delivery, nothing fancy, honestly, nothing that really, really excites me. To be honest, Adama Traore probably excites me even more. But look, this is what Who's Scored is saying their strength are. Holding on the ball, key passes, dribbling, passing, concentration, strong. Weaknesses, aerial duels, finishing, defensive contribution. Defensive contribution is quite important in our wing-back system. Yes, attacking-wise, you need to do well, but defensive contribution is very, very important. And if you're not going to be able to do that, that's an issue. Oloisi, no ambition. It's either we're interested or we're inquiring by when we never get the deal done. It's annoying. Yeah, man. As I said, there's plenty of processes still to go. Eyeing out, inquiring, monitoring, considering. We're not quick enough. Look at Aston Villa. Look at the way they moved on Coutinho. They are not messing about. This Chelsea board is not serious. While we are looking into Aston Villa signing Coutinho, Newcastle signing players, WTF, 100%. 100%. We need to be serious. Do you think Man City will be sitting around like that? Man City would not be sitting around like that. Rashad, good to see you, my man. I-Test, good to see you. At this rate, Miz, I'll take anyone. Miz, I heard of 40 mil. Maybe Chelsea are thinking that Dest can play on both flanks. It's okay for exactly. He's got a lot of upside in terms of his age, in terms of his price as well. It's not that expensive, and of course he can play predominantly right, but he can play on the left as well. So yeah, the board is useless. The board needs to move quick. That's the thing. We desperately need any fullbacks, wingbacks. Right now, we've got no one. We've got no one. My man Ishan, really good to see you. Something is missing the Fab Rome light. Yeah, man. Really missing you on these streams for transfers. We did a madness in summer. VDJ, good to see you, Miz. Between Dest and Lamptey, who do you choose? Because Lamptey is wanted by Tottenham. Arsenal extra. I can't stand rivals. Oh my god! Don't even get me started with Lamptey. This is not even a comparison. Tariq Lamptey is effing unbelievable. He's phenomenal. Tariq Lamptey, the madness he did with Liverpool and then also us. I remember I was upset when we let go of Tariq Lamptey, but I could understand at that point Reece James was the number one selection. But I wish we kept Lamptey. Lamptey, literally less than 12 months, Frank was gone, Frank Lampard was gone, and we brought in Thomas Tuchel, and now we're in this wing-back situation where Lamptey would have definitely got games. But he's a starter in Brighton. He wanted to start, and now he's getting touted to go to Spurs and Arsenal. Can you imagine if Arsenal get someone like Tariq Lamptey? Why are we strengthening them? Why are we going after Tariq Lamptey? Why aren't we buying him back? I think it's probably ego. It's probably ego from the Chelsea fan base, from the Chelsea board. That's probably why they don't want to go after someone like Tariq Lamptey. But yeah. My man Matisse is here. Miss Livramento and Lamptey. Good to see you, Matisse, man. Yeah, Livramento. Livramento is another one. What was the thought process when Thomas Tuchel said, I want to make sure, I want wing backs? We didn't give him wing backs in summer. This system requires wing backs. And he was asking for Hakimi. We didn't get him that. Hakimi would have been effing unbelievable. I think we were linked with Adama Traore. I'm pretty sure we were linked with Adama Traore. Matt Law used to talk about that. We didn't give him that either. I don't understand why we're not linked with Adama Traore right now. Livramento, what was the thought process of letting him go? What was the thought process of letting Livramento go? Once again, Livramento probably wanted to start. But we need to sell the project to these players. Lamptey as well. Unbelievable. Camille, good to see you. Big up, Miz. May Allah bless you with more elevation and success. Your next brother to follow Yunus and hit 100K, inshallah. Inshallah, my man. Thank you so much. 100K is a long way away, but hopefully the health and everything else, the Almighty looks after, and then maybe one day, inshallah, we get to 100K. But thank you. Thank you so much. I test. We just need bodies desperately. Absolutely. Sure, I live in India, Miz. Victor, good to see you. Big up, Miz. Hope you are good. We shouldn't even get Dest. He's not even a footballer. He's horrible. Let's have a look into Sergino Dest stats, and this is where it's a bit concerning. I know he's 20. I get that. His contract expires in June 2025, so he's got a long contract with Barcelona, but he's not wanted by Barcelona. Current market price as per transfer market is 18 million euros, and that's approximately what the news is going around. 16.7 million pounds. So cheap option, but let's have a look at what he's been doing. 2021 season. I know he's been injured for a little bit, but this is what he's been doing. La Liga, 12 matches, 3 assists, 972 minutes played. Champions League, 4 matches, nothing. I mean, for a fullback, especially for a fullback for Barcelona, you'd think he'd get into some more goal contributions. And for us, We need that. If you're going to play wing back for us, you're going to have to provide goals and assists. Look at Reece James. Let's have a quick look at Reece James. I'm just going to bring this up. Reece James this season has been mad. And you need that. In a wing back, the wing backs will get into really tasty positions inside the box or just outside, and you're going to get opportunities to score. Look at Reece James, ladies and gentlemen. 16 Premier League games, 4 goals, 5 assists. Champions League, 4 games, 1 goal. Carabao Cup, 3 games, 1 assist. Overall, 23 games, 5 goals, 6 assists. That's fantastic return. That really is. Half the season. And there was quite a bit of matches here and there where he missed out as well due to injuries or suspensions or whatnot. And when you look at someone like Sergino Dest, 2021, 3 assists. Played against Benfica, played against Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League. In the La Liga, he's been playing a lot in the early stages of the season. Assist against Levante, assist against Valencia, assist against Real Madrid. But then recently he's been injured and he's been on the bench, and then he's tested positive in recent times. So he hasn't been featuring. And now to a point where Barcelona thinks he's a surplus to requirements. Let's have a look at last season. 30 La Liga matches, 2 goals, 1 assist. Once again, I don't know if that return is good enough. Champions League, 7 matches, 1 goal. 44 matches in total last season, 3 goals, 1 assist. That return is not good enough if attack is your strongest suit. Apparently, defense is not his strongest suit. If attack is your strongest suit, you have to provide a lot more than this. And the crazy part is, if we go back even more, this is what he did in Ajax when he was in the Dutch league over there. Total, 36 matches, 2 goals, 6 assists. Okay, fair. That's okay-ish. But for Ajax, the attacking team that Ajax is, that should be a lot more. In the Eredivisie, 20 matches, 5 assists. The way Ajax plays with their fullbacks, you would get into a lot more goal scoring opportunities, goal contributions and whatnot. So for me, this guy is not really screaming out to me that he's a player to have. He's a player that we need immediately. He's someone who's been, wanted by many clubs out there. I don't think many clubs are really going after Sergino Dest. The thing is, he's young. Can he get better? He's 21. He could possibly get better. But let's see what you guys have to say. Let me know your thoughts now before we move on to the Dujon Sterling situation. Let me know how you feel about Sergino Dest, his age. Is there an upside? He's an American. There's a fan base with Christian Pulisic. We know what madness that can happen over there. Can he do a job? Can he be a good backup for Reece James? Can Thomas Tuchel do something with Sergino Dest? Meanwhile, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're literally 19 likes away from 100 likes. Let's try and get to 100, and then we'll try and push for more than 100. So let's do that. Only 19 more likes. I hope you guys have been enjoying this conversation. We're going to talk about Dujon Sterling very soon as well. But let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Southampton won Bale again. Wow. Gareth Bale to Southampton. We had Lamptey for free, man. It's mad. It's mad. Lamptey's levels clear. 100% levels clear. It's not even a comparison. Tariq Lamptey with Sergino Dest. Tariq Lamptey is going to be a superstar. Tariq Lamptey is going to play for a huge club one day. I mean, he was already at a huge club with us, but it is what it is. We make so many excellent production from our academy. We can't keep them all. Looks like Livramento will go that way. The good thing about Livramento, we can actually get him back in, but it's going to be 2023. He needs to stay at Southampton 2 seasons, apparently. Then we can get him back. But it's going to cost a lot of money. I think the buyback is 40 million. Our own player, 40 million. That's mad. If we were a serious club, January signings should be in before end of this week. We wasted the whole summer signing Kunde and failed, and Lukaku poor performances because signing him late. Yeah, man. I mean, the Kunde situation as well. The whole summer, we couldn't get that deal done, man. Kunde would have filled in nicely in our back three, or now he could have probably even helped out in the wing-back positions. We can't be like that. We need to be serious. We have to be serious. Lamptey is amazing. We should get Lamptey back. Why we got no buyback? Yeah, that's the other madness. We have no buyback on Lamptey. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? They sure kept one off Livramento or Lamptey. The board know Aspie is old for right wing back and no subs for Reece James. See, the issue is, Mohammed, at that point when Lamptey was leaving, we weren't playing with wing backs. We were playing with back four, right back. And Reece James and Azpilicueta were the picks. So Lamptey left. Then Thomas Tuchel came. This is where the madness. What was the understanding with Livramento? If you're not going to get Hakimi or Adama Traore, why did you let Livramento go? Surely the whole hierarchy of Chelsea would have realized that let's keep this guy because we haven't really strengthened that side. And if anything happens to Reece James, you're going to have to play with Azpilicueta in the wing back. And I guess the whole Chalobah situation developing as well. I don't know whether Livramento's transfer happened before the Chalobah madness in the preseason. Maybe Chalobah's rise, which made Thomas Tuchel think that, well, now Aspie is probably going to be a right wing back option, and then we're back to the whole Reece James number one selection, Aspie as the backup. But it just wasn't good thinking, man. It just wasn't good thinking. Alteza, hi, Miz, a quick question. Who has the final say or decision when it comes to signings? I really need to know because our board is so... Look, I don't know the exact answer, of course, but I would have to think, if you think logically, in a corporate situation, how could the board go out there and just make a decision without consulting with Thomas Tuchel? So you'd think that it's a two-way street. I'm pretty sure the board would... And the scouting team would come up with options to say these are the options available to Thomas Tuchel. So Thomas Tuchel wouldn't go out there and knock on the board's door and say, I want XYZ players. He may have a special player and he may pose that, but he's not a scout. Thomas Tuchel's not a scout. He's not going out there scouting. So he waits till the scouts, the board, and everyone sit together and they obviously look at all the players. And then he'll decide, yep, I like this. I don't fancy that, XYZ. And then they make a short list. And then the board goes out there, does a deal, try and locks up personal terms. And they vie out which is the best option. And then they come to Thomas Tuchel and say, look, this guy is willing to go and the club is willing to do the business. And then it's really up to Thomas Tuchel to say, okay, yep, yes, no. And then obviously the board will say as well, yes, no. And it's a joint situation. I'm pretty certain about that. I don't think it should be one way or the other. Dest seems to be kind of like a trend. Wow, really? Ibrahim, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, man. Trent Alexander-Arnold's growth was exponential. If you have a look at Trent Alexander-Arnold from his first season in the Premier League and then his second season, then his third, then his fourth, my God, he exploded. He absolutely exploded. And I'm not really sure if Sergino Dest has been playing for a little while now. And the production level is not that great. Apparently his weakness is defending, as per who scored. So it's long. Zayn, we can start selling the project to the young players now. We have Tuchel, who has proven to bring in young players like Harvey Bell. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We should be looking into the academy. I don't know if the academy, who's the next big thing in terms of right wing back. Does the academy have any more wing backs available? I don't think they do, because we've played Xavier Simons in right wing back, And he's not really a right wing back. He's more of a midfielder. We're not being linked with anyone. That's the most annoying thing. Yeah. What's going on with Digne? We're going to talk about Dujon Sterling very, very soon. Dujon Sterling is someone we're not going to recall back. He's not really having a good loan situation at Blackpool either. Patrick Boyland tweet on Digne. Okay, let's have a look at this. Who is Patrick Boyland, by the way? Patrick Boyland, Everton correspondent, staff and writer for the UK. Okay. Look at this. This is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Rafael Benitez confirms Digne has asked to leave the club. We need to be on top of this. The other madness is, ladies and gentlemen, if we are going for Emerson, for example, why aren't we just getting that done? Like, why are we finding it difficult to get our own player? Emerson's our player. God damn it, Leon. Emerson is our player. Can we have him back, please? We are struggling to get our own player back. Like, Emerson is contracted to Chelsea Football Club. Last I checked, I think he's still got 2 years left. I know he's on loan and there's a buy option. We can't even get our own player back. Forget about getting someone else's player. Barcelona's crap is you can't really look into it. Dest is average at best. I'm getting that feeling as well, that Dest is quite average. Comparing Dest to Reece James isn't fair because he's nowhere near him, but I do agree he needs to have a certain level of contribution at least with someone like Digne. He has the track record. Yeah, you're right. Someone like Sergino Dest, as you saw, even last season or seasons before that, not the greatest. Not the greatest, if I'm being honest. All right, let's have a look at the Dujon Sterling situation, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the latest on Dujon Sterling. Yep. Digne has asked to leave Everton. Dest was really good in Koeman's time. Was he really? The stats don't show that. I mean, you'd expect for a fullback to be providing a lot more. Michael Cox has a brilliant article at The Athletic about Lukaku's role at Spurs game. Yeah, a lot of people thought Lukaku was just, doing nothing, but he was actually been given a specific job to do. Sergino Dest only target because of him being able to play both right wing back and left wing back. In my opinion, he only stays a target, 100%. Digne has officially asked to leave Everton. Yep. We need to be on top of that. This World Cup this year, who are you betting on? Brazil's definitely a good shout. Your natural selections. France, maybe Belgium one last time, Germany. It can be anyone, to be honest. Miz, start supporting City if you want a FIFA career mode every window. Yeah, well, that ain't going to happen. I'm not going to be supporting City. But asking for the board to at least be a little bit more proactive, that shouldn't mean that we should go out there and support City. I mean, I feel like our board is not steps ahead. They're always playing catch up. And if you're going to play catch up, we're always going to be behind. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest from Nathan Gising, CFC News page from Instagram. As of now, Chelsea are not planning to recall Dujon Sterling from his loan at Blackpool. I don't know whether you guys even wanted him as an option. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Over 200 people live right now. Over 200. Let's get the likes up to 200 straight away. I think we've just crossed 100 likes. Let's get the likes up to 200 immediately, ladies and gentlemen. if you guys have been enjoying it. And I want to hear from you guys. Is Dujon Sterling an option for you guys at all? He had a decent preseason. He looked very strong, but he hasn't had a very good loan situation with Blackpool. Let's have a look at Dujon Sterling. Let's see what he's been up to. "22 years old." So, you know, he's not a baby. Age is slowly creeping up. Contract expires with Chelsea 2023, so his contract is expiring next season. He's at Blackpool, 186 meters, so he's tall. Right back. Let's have a look what he's been up to this season. Pranav, Sterling only an option if we can't get anyone else. It's kind of looking like that. But apparently we're not even going for him. Dujon needs to finish his loan, and that's it. Blackpool are terrible. Yeah. Apparently we're not looking to call him back. 12 matches in the championship, 933 minutes played, 0 goals, 0 assists. That's not good enough, man. As a right back, you need to get yourself up there to help support with the attack. You need to have goal contribution. We can't be harboring these sort of fullbacks at Chelsea Football Club. You need to have an attacking sense as also a defensive sense. We need goals. And if you're going to play right wing back, we need goals and assists. Look at this. He started off for Blackpool, played a lot of matches, and then not in the squad, on the bench, not in the squad. And then recently he's playing again. He's playing 90 minutes. But there's no goal contribution. They beat Hull City, lost against Middlesbrough, lost against Huddersfield. It's not been the greatest situation for Blackpool. Where is Blackpool? Where is Blackpool in... Where's Blackpool in the table? Championship. They're in championship. Bournemouth is leading the championship. Blackpool's 12th. It's 24 teams. Yeah. I don't know, man. Dujon Sterling is not the answer. I mean, we want to be serious. We've got Champions League, Premier League, Club World Cup, FA Cup, Carabao Cup final. Hopefully we make in. Dujon Sterling is just not the answer, man. Just not the answer. But I want to see what you guys have to say. Do you guys feel he's at all? Anything? Dujon is physical. I think, yeah, he is physical. Maybe he concentrates on the defensive side of things a little bit more than the offensive side of things, but we need the offensive. We do. Before Ziyech made the great pass to Timo, it was Lukaku who gave the ball to Ziyech using his physical strength. Yeah, the thing about Ziyech, and this is the thing, sometimes I feel like Thomas Tuchel, he's so good at coming up with solutions. Maybe it's a bit detrimental as well, because the board now has also seen that, oh, wait a minute, in a back four, Ziyech can act as a auxiliary or a false right wing back off the ball defensively. And then offensively, he's something. So it seems like Thomas Tuchel have found a different solution. Meanwhile, we've even seen Christian Pulisic as a right back. I feel like he needs to stop all these finding solutions. And on top of that, we're winning. The board's probably going to be thinking, you know what? You're doing a good job. Just continue on. And we'll look into the situation in summer. I mean, answer me this. Would Sergino Dest be a better option than having Ziyech as a false right wing back or Christian Pulisic as a right back? Would Sergino Dest would at least be better than that? I personally think he would. Why are we using Christian Pulisic as a right back? I know we were out of options. That's why we used it. But I don't want to see this on a down the track. Like if Aspie was to get injured, touch wood, God forbid, is Christian Pulisic going to be the right back? If we're going to play the four at the back, the way we did against Spurs, is Ziyech going to act as a false right wing back off the ball? Although that role worked for Ziyech, that role actually did work for him. Adama Traore, yeah. Adama Traore should really not be an option, not good enough to be a regular starter for Wolves, not used regularly at right wing back. He's poor. I mean, is that how you feel? I personally think Adama Traore as a backup would be pretty good. I know he's not regularly used, but if you look at his facets of his game, if you look at his skill set, pace, physicality, he's not a bad player. Adama Traore is not a bad player. I don't know why he doesn't start more. It is a bit of a mystery. Doesn't he train well? Is his attitude not great? Maybe his production is not good enough. But someone like Thomas Tuchel could benefit with a player like him, the pace and physicality on that right side. He would get into really tasty positions with us in the right wing back. And we know what Adama Traore can do. We've seen what he's done last season against City, single-handedly. But for me, this wouldn't be a bad option as a backup. I'm not saying Adama Traore is now going to be Chelsea's starting right wing back, but with Reece James gone, Adama Traore would be a mad backup. Someone to have come off the bench. I don't see why Adama Traore is a bad option. But let me know your thoughts. Sergino Dest, Dujon Sterling, Adama Traore. Dujon Sterling, I mean, he's probably one of those academy players that we can probably say that, look, that's one we'll let go of. Do you know what I mean? And it's good to see you. Good day, Miz. Hope you and your family are doing well. They're doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you and your family doing well as well. Adama is Timo 2.0. Yeah, the ball control is not always great. Adama is Werner of wingbacks. Yeah, we don't need another non-technical player. Yeah, Flyers, good to see you, my man. And Traore is a bad player. He's only strong and quick, but he's no technical control. That's right. That's absolutely right. Please look at Adama's stats. Okay, let's check Adama's stats. Can we perhaps agree, I suppose, Dujon Sterling is not an option? Let me know in the comments. Is Sergino Dest an option? Is Dujon Sterling an option? Adama Traore is more us bringing it out. We're not really linked with him this particular window, so there's not much talking about a player that we're not linked with. He's 25, Adama Traore, so he's prime age. We're talking about prime age now. Right winger. Let's look at his stats. Well, first of all, how long has he got? His contract is expiring, so he's only got one more season left. So he could possibly go for cheap. But let's have a look at his stats. Wow. 2021 season, 18 matches, 1,035 minutes, no goals, no assists. Not even in the Carabao Cup. And look, he's featured a lot, man. He's featured a lot. Early parts of the season, he was starting. And then in the middle, he was sort of on and off. And then recent times as well, like few starts, few off the bench. Against Brighton, 74 minutes. Man City, 67 minutes. Liverpool, 88 minutes. Burnley, 90 minutes. I mean, There's nothing. There's literally nothing. Yeah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe Adama Traore is not good enough. Not even good enough to have as a backup. Even last season, 37 matches, all are 41 matches, 3 goals, 3 assists. Yeah. Maybe he's not good enough. We're in the mud, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're gonna have to just go on with Christian Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Azpilicueta until Reece James comes back. It's quite mad at the moment. It's quite mad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap things up. It's been really, really fun. Let's have a look at final few more comments before we wrap it up. I disagree. Traore has good technical ability, but poor decision making. Yeah, as you saw, stats are not looking good. Adama greater than Sterling, greater than Dest. Wow, okay. Sterling greater than Sergino Dest. And Adama greater than Sterling. To me, it looks like none of them are good enough. I would even say Cho and Callum Hudson-Odoi and Christian Pulisic is probably better options in the right wing back than any of these guys, come to think of it now. Ziyech is starting to look a lot better as well with those options. Dujon Sterling is never an option with the loan he's having. Yep. We should be looking at Mazraoui. Mazraoui is a very good player, but we're not linked with him, man. We're not linked with him, and I'm always nervy with these Ajax players, man. They go out and they don't do that well. Dujon Sterling is never an option. Search Dujon Sterling's injury and illness. You'll see why he struggles recently with better players and game time. He'd be good. But he needs to prove in loan spells before you get the opportunity to play for Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea opportunity should just come so easily. Shubhajyoti, really good to see you, my man. Adama and Dest will cost same amount, I guess. So for me, Adama, but Conte wants him. Yeah, I think Antonio Conte, Spurs want him. Honestly, looking at those stats, I'm not really sure about Adama Traore anymore. He's done nothing. Good to see you, Simon. Look at Dean, best option. Look at Dean. What's going on with the Emerson situation? What's happening in the left wing back? Honestly, the board needs to move. The board needs to move quick. We are playing these games with hoping that Thomas Tuchel does a miracle. Yeah. Stephen, Sergino Dest is pretty good if we evolve him. He's young, so he has time. He has done some really good things before. Yeah, the price of Sergino Dest is cheap. He's young. Maybe something can be done. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's peak. It's not looking the greatest. The options aren't the best. Should we just wait around for summer? I don't know. I feel like we need something, a loan or something like that. Dujon Sterling, I don't think cuts it. Adama Traore, I don't know. He could possibly be an okay backup, but technically you're right. Like I feel like his technical abilities is a little bit like Werner-esque. At least with Sergino Dest, he's going to be able to control the ball and whatnot. But Sergino Dest, can we develop him into a high goal contributing type of a right wing back or a right back? Because he needs to produce more. He's young, maybe that's the upside. But yeah, it's up to the board, ladies and gentlemen. The board, we're not moving at the moment. We're not moving. So we'll see what happens. Right now, buckle up for more Christian Pulisic and maybe Ziyech as right wing back. Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. Azpilicueta. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Press conference is coming up very soon. So we'll watch the press conference and then straight after that, we'll do another live for the preview of the Chesterfield game, FA Cup. So do tune in for that. Thank you so much for joining. Smash the like button before you go. Let's get those likes up to well over 150. We still got over 180 people live. So let's get those likes up to 150. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. And make sure you tune in very soon because we'll do another live with PYS for the match preview for the FA Cup. Until next time, everyone, take care and see ya.